A lot has changed since Dolly the sheep was cloned. Thanks to the advances in technological science, cloning has become not only a lot cheaper, but much more facile. This cloner, for example, can not only make an exact duplicate of the subject, but can do it almost instantaneously. This little fellow, fortunately, was alive, and in a sense, it was a partial success. Watch. Well, as you can see, the clone didn't quite work out as planned. However, at least it was a partial success. You may recall that on June 27th of 2007, there was a report in the New York Times and other newspapers broadcast on television about the identification of a mummy that had been found in 1903. And the identification was actually the result of matching DNA of a tooth that had belonged to Hatshepsut, the first female pharaoh of ancient Egypt. For convenience sake, the dialogue, which of course was conducted in ancient Egyptian, has been dubbed into English. Welcome to the 21st century, Your Majesty.
Where am I? Are you Amun-Ra?
No, I'm afraid not. My name is Professor Anderson, and I've brought you here to the 21st century, 3,000 years after you ruled in Upper and Lower Egypt.
But I don't understand. Where is Amun-Ra?
Well, Amun-Ra, I'm not quite sure where he is, but I can tell you that Queen Hatshepsut's soul is with Amun-Ra. You're actually what we call a clone, which is like a copy of the queen.
I am not a copy. I am Queen Hatshepsut.
Well, yes, but more like a twin.
I have no twin.
Well, that's true. You didn't have a twin when you were alive, and it's very difficult for me to explain, but you'll have to trust me. I brought you here with an instrument. Well, this instrument brought you here. Hatshepsut died, and she was mummified. And I was able to obtain what we call a particle of her DNA, which I used to make a new twin of Hatshepsut. So here you are in the 21st century, and I think you should simply agree to make a new life for yourself here in America.
I cannot agree. I want to go back to my own time, now.
Well, I'm going to try, but I really don't know if this is going to work. So be patient. Why don't you close your eyes and stay still, and I'm going to try. I'm afraid it's not going to work. There's no way that I can send you back to Egypt. So, if you'll trust me, you can make a new life for yourself in the new world, and I'll help you adjust to the changes that have occurred since you were the queen. Will you trust me?
No, I will not trust you.
Well then, let me explain. If the scientists come into the lab and find you here and discover that I have actually, you might say, produced you from Queen Hatshepsut's DNA, they're going to want to keep you here for research purposes, which is almost like keeping you prisoner. Now, if you don't want to be a prisoner to science, you'd better come with me, because I'm going to leave. I don't want to get arrested.
I'm not coming.
You're not coming. Okay. I'm going to give you my lab coat because I think you need to be covered up. And the choice is yours. You can either stay here and be a prisoner of science, or you can come with me and I'll help you make a new life. But there's no going back to Egypt. The choice is yours. Well, Hatshepsut saw that it would be wiser for her to follow me out than to remain and perhaps be quarantined by the scientists. She's made remarkable adjustments to life in the 21st century, and in many ways she's enriched not only her own life, but my life as well.
Hattie, I hope you're hungry. Dinner's almost ready.
Okay, I'll just go wash up and I'll be right back.